Right, you lot, it's your boy here. So in this video, we just want to talk about the cost of living. Over here, you've got all your selection of different milks. You know, if you guys want to come out here and eat caviar and drink champagne, well, that's completely up to you guys. Right, you lot, it's your boy here. So in this video, we just want to talk about the cost of living. Turkish inflation has risen by about 69%, which is really quite high compared to like their wage inflation, which is about 20%. I know you guys are like, right, that's happening all over the world. But Turkish people are having not only an inflation storm at the moment, but I think COVID has really affected tourism, obviously, over the last couple of years, which is a big intake of their revenues. Not to mention other things happening in the world, guys. There's a war going on. So today we just want to talk about the cost of living. So the first one, Migros. Migros is, what's Migros like? Do you like a Sainsbury's, like a Walmart?
Yeah, I know Walmart.
Yeah, it's similar. I know Walmart. I used to live in America back in the day. So strawberries, for instance. Chilek are $21.90 per kilo. If you get it from the market store, you're probably getting a similar amount for the kilo, but how much? I think it's a similar amount, baby. Because if you think that's just flat out, where he gives it to you in a container like this, it's probably the similar amount. I think they're probably a bit better quality. How much do you pay them? I think you pay about 20 pounds. Yeah, so I think it's the same amount, you know. I think you'd be surprised.
Look at that.
So look at these. These are Turkish patlıcan, which is just like an eggplant to you and I, but just look at that, guys. Look at the quantity you're getting. So we like to get our stuff from the market, but we have been told that the market has started to put their prices up, so getting stuff like this here, it's probably just as fruitful. So T's gonna get some apples. So you got a varied of green, red, a red Kırmızı, green yeşil. And which ones are you going for, T?
Kırmızı, red.
And so Kırmızı apples. So Elma is $12.90 per kilo. You can see those are the prices there anyway. So Elma Granny Smith, sorry, excuse me, $12.90. We know potatoes. Right, there's potatoes tatels, sweet. So that's 32 lira for a kilo. So T's looking at some bananas. So do you know the price of the bananas? We've got a pineapple here. Lira. So one pineapple is 30 lira. So, but it's quite an exotic fruit. So you can understand the reason for that. Over here, you've got all your selection of different milks. You've got different prices from 15 lira, from like long-lasting milk is what I like to see it as, call it. But it goes from like, you know, anything from 15 lira to 19 lira. You've also got a 10 lira version. So you've got,
like this one?
That one was really good. So T's giving me. So you've got, obviously, you know, you've got your premium names like Alpro. I've never heard of Formlik until I came here, which I think is a Turkish brand. So you got no sugar here, it's 39 lira. So it's not cheap. But it's cheaper than the Alpro versions. So guys, so we wanted to do a cost of living video. I see how other YouTubers do it. They're walking along the stores and they're doing stuff for the aisle. I mean, I find that quite awkward because everyone's got different taste, right? But really, generally, all we want to do is kind of give you guys an idea of how much it costs to live out here. You know, if you guys want to come out here and eat caviar and drink champagne, well, that's completely up to you guys. But if you want to come out here and do it on a budget, then you know, this is what we want to explain to you. And we like to eat, especially tea.
No.
Tea don't stop.
You and Amari.
So you know, me and Amari, we get a little bit of
Non-stop.
leftovers,
That's
but
what
tea
locks on the
don't
cupboards.
stop. But here, we've gone to Migros, which Migros is like a Asda or Walmart. You know, they've got other shops here like BIM and A101, which are like the Aldis and the Lidls. I'm not sure if they're Turkish franchised or, you know, maybe another nationality, who knows. But we've gone out and we bought all of this stuff. So, you know, some Nestle cereal, pineapple, some bread, some gluten-free pasta. So you're gonna pay a little bit more for the gluten-free pasta. And again, gluten-free mayonnaise, and not just gluten-free, I think it's also vegan mayonnaise. So you're gonna pay a bit more for that. Obviously, Jif peanut butter, you're gonna pay a lot more for because all of this stuff is imported, right? So you're gonna pay more for imported. But, you know, we got some frozen spinach and broccoli and some tuna fish. She got herself 2 bottles of red wine because you know that red wine is just good for you. We've gone for some, I don't know if anyone's lactose tolerant like me, I'm lactose tolerant. So you can get Alpro, which is going to cost you about 63 lira, but we've gone for the Form milk, which again, vegetable based. So it's an alternative, a Turkish alternative, and it's half price, and I think it's just as delicious. You can get sugar free. So, you know, some processed meat, some sweet potatoes, some Elma. We did buy a cheeky Twix and a Mars, which we've eaten. Some sugar-free lemon drinks. But here's the receipt. The top lamb is 1,086 lira and 77 kurush. So, you know, so fair, that is probably what we would spend on average. How would you say we spend that, T?
A couple of weeks we might go.
But a couple of weeks,
like
yeah, a couple of weeks. You
stuff.
might go and get bread again, your
But you
bread's
run
gonna
out
go,
of stuff.
and maybe your juice is gonna run out. But you know, 52
But that's not
pounds.
bad, including, you know, you've got 2 bottles of red wine here. A lot of the stuff is, like you said, the gluten-free.
Which is a premium, right?
Yeah.
And the peanut butter. Peanut butter is very
butter,
expensive.
Expensive. So, not bad, £52.
52 pounds. The reason we've gone to Migros is because some of the stuff like the imported peanut butter, you're not going to get anywhere else that we know of unless you're going to shop online.
Your milk. you can't
And my
get
milk.
anywhere else.
My milk, you find that very difficult to get anywhere else. So £52. So, you know, what else while we're on this video, T, can we talk about? Did you say roughly we spend on electricity?
Our last electric bill was 500 lira, I think it was.
And that's for 1 month, right?
Yeah,
So 500 lira, so that's like 25 pounds.
yeah.
So for that's a month, and you gotta remember, you know, we're hitting the summer now, but I'm working next door. I've got, and we've also got a cat. There she is. So she's an expense because she's greedy. But she's cute. We love her. So you know, we haven't got aircon because it's just something that doesn't agree with me. But you know, for electric, we've got the pool filter on now. The pool is filtering 8 hours a day, so £26 a month. So T, what about water? How much do we pay for water?
Water, I think, was it 50 lira?
50 lira a month, it's
It
really
could be
cheap.
cheaper, it could be cheaper.
We're gonna say about 50 lira, but I think it's cheap. I think it's more like 30 lira.
Maybe.
So that's for a month, so that's really, really cheap. Gas, we buy gas bottles, and because that's how they do it here in this part of Turkey. So you get a gas bottle.
So we bought this.
I think that's 170 lira.
Remember when we got it?
But it does last a long time. We cook every day. Now I'd say it lasts about 6 weeks.
Longer
maybe
than
2 months.
that. Yeah, we bought this.
You know, and we cook every day. You know, we might not cook breakfast, but sometimes we're cooking lunch, and T's cooking dinner, so that's not too bad. What else is there? We have extra expenses because we are you can get different types of insurance, but we've got the insurance here in Turkey that should we need to be hospitalized, it's going to take care of it. We pay for the outpatients, but that is about £700 a year for the 3 of us. So that's really still good for private healthcare. So like I say, we still pay outpatients. If you saw the last video where we went for our full MOT, you can see that that was only £128 for full MOT. So outpatient service isn't too bad. But obviously if something happens to you, you've got to go in long term, you know, or if you have mental health issues, like Tigger, you know, it's going to be covered. So that's about £700. Plus we pay for Mari's school. He goes to a private school at the moment. You don't need to put your child in a private school, but we did, just because, you know, we didn't want him to be overwhelmed. You know, he was coming to a new country. It's a challenge anyway. He was only 5. You know, it was just, to us, it was a crossroad. Do we put him into a public school where there's going to be so many Turkish kids? He's going to pick up the language quicker. However, he might feel overwhelmed. Or do we put him into a private school where there's so fewer students in the class? I think he had a class of, was it 8 or 9, T?
When he started, yeah, I think there was like 9.
So 9, so you're going to get the teacher's attention and you're going to build relationships a lot quicker. So we decided to go that route. And his schooling has gone up. I think we pay at the moment 28,000 Turkish lira. So that is quite expensive. It is quite an expense. But for that, he's being fed and he's getting a good education. But like I said, it's not necessary. Once Amari's Turkish, he's Turkish is very good now. So we are at that stage where we want to take him out of that school and put him into a public school. So saving that money. So, you know, so you've got that expense.
That gas was purchased in February.
So we purchased that gas in February. Wow. So, and I think it's just starting to flicker now, which normally indicates that's about to run out. So not bad. When in February? Can you remember, T?
26th of February.
So
it's still good.
So 26th of February. So
End
that's
of May.
very good. February. So say end of February, March, April, end of May. 3 months.
12 weeks so far.
12 weeks. So that's very good. That's very good. Oh, apart from that, you've got the council tax.
Yeah.
That you pay quarterly, and I think our last council tax bill was staggering, guys. I'm not going to lie to you, it was staggering. I think it was...
Well, when we first came over, because we had a few months to pay up, didn't we? But I think last time, I think it's like normally about 300 euro, isn't it?
For the quarter.
Yeah.
I think
6
that's...
months.
For 6 months.
Yeah.
300 lira for 6 months. So it's staggering, guys. 300 lira for 6 months. You know, I think that's about 15 quid. I mean, my gosh, guys. What can you do? What you gonna do though? What can you do? You're gonna find the money somehow. So you guys can see that it is really, really reasonable living.
£14.53.
£14.53. And how it works here in Turkey, governed by who's on the tapu. So it would have been 150 lira if only me and T were on tapu, which is like the title deed. But because both our names are on the title deed, what happens is we both have to pay. And with title deeds, I mean, that's a whole new video, but the only thing I would say with title deeds, which I want to just mention, is if you are purchasing a house as a couple, married or not, try and have both your names on the title deed, because here in Turkey, if for some reason the husband dies, then the house automatically goes to their children. So, you know, if you're with your partner, say you're not even married, you're just with your girlfriend, you know, you buy the house together, but you only put the man's name on the tapu, and the man dies, then instead of the woman jumping in to inherit the house goes to the children, and it can get a bit funny. You know, I've seen families torn apart when it comes to inheritance. Not good. See, Turkey is very affordable. Obviously, for the Turkish man, inflation has gone up by 69%. So for the Turkish man, it is difficult because they're in this inflation storm, and the wage inflation hasn't increased. I think the wage inflation has gone up by about 20 or 30%. The Turkish man still has to work really hard to make ends meet. However, you know, I think bank loans and stuff like that the interest rates are so low that the banks are reluctant to lend out money because they're not getting a lot back. However, credit cards run things out here in Turkey. Everyone's got a credit card. So a lot of their expenditure goes out on a credit card because the interest rates are so low to pay back. But look, when me and T first came to this area, the only cars we saw were old 25-year-old cars, real
the old
cranky.
cars.
But now, you know, all we see is BMWs, Mercedes, Audis. It's a real,
the range car.
you know, not just Dalaman, but anywhere we go, it seems to be a real affluent area, you know, like Turkey has just got...
I would say Dalaman area has become a...
Visibly, in our eyes, it's become a lot more affluent. I mean,
Yeah.
big houses, lovely brand new cars. I'm talking brand new.
I think soon you'll be seeing the Ferraris and all of the
I think
Lamborghinis
so.
when
Well,
that
we see,
Marina comes in play.
Marina's coming. That's another talk. So, guys, look, you know, just wanted to share that with you. So that was our shopping teas. Put it all away. I'm glad I talked to you because I didn't have to do anything. You know how we do. You know how we do. So, Weights and Welders, thanks very much for watching this. I hope it's not been too much of a long video. If you like the video, please, guys, join the family. Until next time, guys.
Peace.
Peace. And say it with a smile, man. Say it with a smile. All right, laters, guys.
Laters.
Last time I did it with 3 ladies. This time I'm down to 2 ladies, but it's all good. Tomatoes here, tomatoes. So his stall here. E's stall, E.
What's the name?
Delhi.
Delhi.
I know.
I am second Delhi.
You're second Delhi. Guys, it's like eating like a little baby apple for a small person, right?
Oh yeah, let's go. Do you wanna take photos?
People, you know, I love it, you know? Mahaba! Mahaba!